Hi, Allison. What's up? Tell me about it. At lunch, I took the last ice cream sandwich, and Wolverine threatened to cut out my heart and eat it in front of me. Normally, he just threatens to cut out my heart. Plenty of times. We've had a lot of close calls, but somehow we always wind up beating old Buckethead. Heck yeah, he scares the icicles out of me. The guy's really powerful and a borderline loon. I'd like to think so, but this time feels different. Magneto's never been so sure of himself that he went on TV and declared global war. I already miss you.
Hey, y'all. What's new, Allison? Very much so. I can't hold hands, can't whisper in someone's ear. I nearly killed the first boy I kissed. Oh, I'm so sorry. You got better. But it's frustrating. I got so much to give, and my mutation is all about taking. It'd be funny if I wasn't so lonely. Child, you want to steer clear of Mystique. She's bad news. I, of all people, would know that. You know Mystique? You know Mystique? Says she talked you into joining the Brotherhood. Oh, yeah. Mystique was real happy about that. But then, after a run-in with the X-Men, I saw I was playing for the wrong team. Oh, I got all kinds of anger stored up from Mystique. And if I ever see that blue witch again, I'm going to pay her back for every single lie she whispered to me. You could say that. In fact, I fell in love with him. You and Magneto were... Yeah. But you gotta understand, I was young, lonely, and green as grass. A man as determined as Magneto was extremely attractive. See you around, Allison.
Guten Tag, Fräulein. I trust all is well with you? Yeah. I find St. Thomas helps me when I start feeling...
You're an X-Man and you still feel lost.
Oh, yeah. All this turmoil over Magneto and the mutants and humans, it makes my heart ache. I dislike the fact that we are all rational adults, and yet we still cannot live in peace. Yeah, I am at home among books, and I am guessing that you are too.
Happy to tell.
I have found that people who read are able to look beyond the appearance of other people and see them for what they truly are. And you are such a person, yeah?
Sort of like not judging a book by its cover.
Enough. It was exciting and it was terrifying. And God was watching over me when the circus found me, for I would not have lived long anywhere else.
What do you mean?
A furry blue child with a pointed tail has limited options in the outside world, but put him under the big top, and he becomes the amazing Nightcrawler, a box office sensation. You still should. If I did not know better, I would think you were German.
Allison, you look like a girl with a lot on her mind. Can I help? He is a mutant of inconceivable power. His ability to control electromagnetic fields allows him to realize almost any desire, from the slightest of whims to the grandest of schemes.
But why is he so angry at humans?
Magneto lost his family to the horrors of the Holocaust. He believes that mutant kind faces a similar threat, and that is how he justifies his hatred.
Isn't he right, though? I mean, humans hate mutants. They said so on the news.
People fear what they don't understand, and humans do not understand mutants. Therefore, it is our responsibility to enlighten them. Magneto alone is a force to be reckoned with, but he also has the Brotherhood at his beck and call.
The Brotherhood is pretty bad news, huh?
Indeed they are. The Brotherhood of Mutants is a twisted cast of miscreants dedicated to Magneto's cause.
So they're kind of like the X-Men, following Professor Xavier.
The X-Men and the Brotherhood are polar opposites. The X-Men seek to promote understanding between mutants and humans. The Brotherhood seeks to rule non-mutants, and they will not hesitate to use violence to achieve their goal. Magneto alone is a force to be...
The Brotherhood.
The X... I've had the misfortune to cross paths with Magneto several times. They were most unpleasant experiences. But there are many who find Magneto a very charismatic leader. Come back anytime, Allison.
Hello, Allison. How are you today? Please, call me Jean. I always feel old when someone calls me Miss Gray. I'm getting Cerebro ready for the professor. We're going to scan for the Brotherhood in hopes of finding the Mount.
Seems like everyone here is looking for the Mount.
Yes, the professor is adamant that we find the Mount before anyone else does. I think Professor X is worried Magneto would be killed if someone else found his base.
Why would the professor be concerned about Magneto's safety?
Because they used to be friends.
No way. The professor and Magneto were friends.
Once upon a time, they were very close friends. Magneto even helped Professor Xavier build Cerebro.
So what caused them to become enemies?
They're not exactly enemies. They still respect each other. But I think they had a falling out over how to handle mutant-human relationships. Professor Xavier was too much of a pacifist for Magneto's taste. It's a problem I wrestle with every day, Allison. You see, if I overextend my powers, I can lose myself and become the Phoenix.
What's the Phoenix?
It's a destructive entity of awesome and frightening power. And because of it, I have to keep careful eye on how much energy I use.
Sort of like when you were keeping the Arbiter afloat.
Yes, exactly. I did only what was required. Anymore, and I stood a good chance of losing control. Bye, Allison.
Hello, Allison. We were just discussing you.
I'm really sorry about all that damage I did to the danger room.
Kid, if I had to say sorry every time I tore up the danger room, it'd be the only word out of my mouth.
Really? You mean it?
Yes, Allison. Part of the reason we use the danger room is so new mutants can test their powers in a controlled environment. And that frequently results in equipment being damaged.
What do you say, kid? Want to give it a go?
I think it would be a good idea. Professor Xavier is quite adamant that you hone your skills.
Besides, aren't you just aching to pay back Mystique and the rest of the Brotherhood for jumping you like that? Good. Just warn me if you're gonna go thermonuclear so I can get out of the way.
What am I doing here? I'm not ready for this.
Now don't you go worrying, kiddo. We're gonna watch you every step of the way. If there's even a whisker of trouble, I'll pull the plug.
You sure about this?
If I'm lying, I'm dying, kiddo.
You can win this fight, Allison. I know you can.
Okay, let's do this.
Allison Crestmere, you have been chosen for a great honor. You have been chosen to wage war against this human vermin. You have been chosen to join the Brotherhood of Mutants.
did. I beat him. I beat him. And I didn't destroy the danger room.
Allison, you were magnificent.
I saw the entire exercise. Very commendable, Allison. You've already shown vast improvement in controlling your powers. Perhaps it's time you were given greater responsibilities.
Professor, I admit it was impressive, but one session in the danger room doesn't make Allison ready for field ops.
I agree, Scott, but we must allow Allison to grow at her own rate. And I believe that with the proper supervision, she would make an excellent addition to our team.
Me? An X-Men? I don't believe it.
What do you say, Allison Cressmere? Would you consider joining our team?
Yes, I'd love to. Should I get a cool code name?
How about Pebbles?
Oh, hush, Logan.
Stratus?
Yeah, those are good suggestions, but I kind of had a name in mind already. How about Magma?
Magma. An excellent choice. Welcome to the X-Men, Magma.
What about the uniform? Do I get to wear my uniform all the time?
Follow me, dear.
Hello, Alex.
X-Men to the war room immediately.
What's up, Professor?
Cerebro has discovered the Brotherhood is on the move again, this time to a potentially catastrophic location. The Boshnoi nuclear plant in Siberia, Russia.
Is Magneto with them?
No, at least according to Cerebro.
The Brotherhood has access to weapons-grade plutonium? This is most disconcerting.
Agreed. Whatever they're up to, the consequences will be disastrous. The Brotherhood must be stopped, or you may very well have to contain a nuclear meltdown.
Oh, dear God. They wouldn't.
Oh, yes, they would, Storm. Without batting an eye. We must stop them. Right on, Psych. Let's go show the Brotherhood they're playing Russian roulette with a fully loaded gun.
Very well, X-Men. Be on your way. There's no time to waste.